I don't know enough about astrology to know if something is in retrograde or we're in eclipse season or what, but so many people have come to me over the past couple of weeks saying that they're really nervous about losing their job. And it's for different reasons. One person is buying a house and is nervous about getting laid off from his really lucrative tech job. Someone else is just burning out and wants to be able to walk away if she can afford it. And I get it. I've been a tech employee. I've personally been laid off. So I completely understand. But it just reminded me that amidst all of that uncertainty, it's so important to come back to the basics. And step one really is making sure that you have an emergency fund. And what I mean by that is having cash set aside readily available so that if you have an unexpected expense or you lose your job, you can at least navigate the short term. Now, I've worked with people for almost 20 years, all sorts of backgrounds and situations, and what I generally tell people is aim for 6 to 12 months of living expenses. Some people will say 3 to 6. Personally, I think that's not quite enough, but it just depends on your personal comfort level. I spoke with somebody recently who was like, oh yeah, worst case scenario, I could get a job in 4 to 6 months, no questions asked. And then I know people on the other end of the spectrum who are like, oh my God, I'm never gonna work again. So you just have to know yourself, know what you're comfortable with. Me personally, I looked at 6 months of cushier living expenses and then 9 to 12 more basic, and it kind of helped me get to a ballpark starting point that I was comfortable with. And this doesn't have to be a perfect science, so don't overthink it either. If this resonates, I'm sorry. I get it. I've been there. And I'm happy to share more about my personal journey. And I've helped a number of people over the past few years navigating layoffs, navigating severance packages. So I can share more if that's of interest. The other thing I'll say is that even if you're not worried about losing your job, the emergency fund is so important for everybody. I forget the stat, but it is astonishing how many well-paid people are living paycheck to paycheck. So don't let that be you.